Welcome back to the Black Sheep channel. This is the Black Sheep. I am the original Black Sheep, and we do gun review videos on this channel. We do some survival and prepping gear review videos on this channel. And today we're going to do another gun review video. Today we're going to talk about a hot firearm that I've been wanting to get my hands on ever since it was introduced to the market here a few years ago at SHOT. What is it? It is the Remington Tac14. As you guys know, some of you have been following the channel, I work at a gun store on the weekends. So I always keep an eye on the used gun case for the guns that I want, because that's the best way to buy guns, is buy them used, have somebody else take that depreciation hit up front. And usually around here in Michigan, because of the weather and the lack of adequate ranges, we need more ranges in this state for sure. Not a lot of rounds going through a lot of these used weapons, so it's a great market to pick up used weapons. So I was looking for either the Mossberg Shockwave or the Remington Tac14, frankly. In my mind, I'll be honest with my viewers, I was leaning towards, in my mind, wanting the Mossberg. If there was a preference, I wanted the Mossberg over the Remington. The reason I got the Remington Tac14 is because that's what happened through the used gun case first. And also, if you notice, it's got a couple extras on it. See the extras? Yes. Notice the, and all of that came with it. I wanted to put a side saddle on it anyway. I thought that was kind of cool. I've had side saddles on shotguns before, but I thought specifically for the short ones, it would make sense. And also, while we're talking about the Remington, the strap. The Mossberg comes stock with a strap in any of the configurations you get. Place to put your hand there, and since it's such a short shotgun with so much power, a lot of people have remarked their hand slipping off, especially the Remington. So this is not stock on a Remington Tac14, and it was one of the things I intended on getting, and it came already on this one. You guys, if somebody of my viewers can tell me where this thing came from, to be honest, I don't know if this is Wilson Combat, or if it's G3, or who makes this. So maybe you guys could tell me. I've done some research, I haven't been able to find it yet. I'm going to do some more looking. But you got the M-lock attachment on the fore end here, and that's what it's screwed to there on the bottom. It's just attached to the M-lock, real simply, and it works. It works good, so I'm happy with that. The side saddle, this one is a Tac-Star side saddle, the 6-shell holder. Fine, since it's there, I'll take it. I wanted there's one by Triple G. They make one that's kind of slanted. It looks kind of cool when it's angled, slanted. I wanted to get that one, but since this one's on here, I'm not going to complain. And as far as the magazine tube extension here at the end, one of the things you guys probably already know, I don't need to tell you the specs on this thing. The Mossberg comes with a 5-shot magazine. The Remington is a 4-shot magazine standard. This little extension here will get me to 5-shot, same as the Mossberg now. And I believe this extension is a Wilson Combat, because if you look at it real close, it's the same finish. It's a perfect match. And I've done a little bit of research on the accessories for this thing, and I'm pretty sure that came from Wilson Combat, and that wasn't cheap. That was the other thing about this. I got a great deal on it. That's what I love about the used gun shelf at the gun store, is you get some great deals if you keep your eyes open. And I get a little bit of a better deal since I work there too. So that helps. That's nice. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Anyway, coolest sound in the world. You guys, I had to do that so you guys were empty. I should have done that first, huh? First we're empty, silly. The Remington will take 2 3/4 inch or 3-inch Magnum shells. I think that's pretty cool. What else can I say about this thing? We got the M-lock furniture up front. I'm not sure about light yet. I would like to get a light for this thing, because its defense, its purpose for me is going to be home defense. Okay, that's pretty clear. I've seen a lot of videos where people talk about the Shockwave or the Tac14, and they're summing it up going, I'm not sure what it's for. If I was going to use a shotgun for defense, I'd use a full-size shotgun. I wouldn't use this shorty thing. And now it could be a toy. It's a fun thing. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm not going to get hung up on the NFA rules or any of that stuff. Let's be happy that we're allowed to purchase these things at reasonable prices, and thank Remington and Mossberg for making these products, and let's leave the NFA rules at that. But white light, I'm not sure if I want to go with an M-lock mount, a light up here somewhere, and then there's also you can get a mount that goes around the magazine tube with a bracket thingy. There's a way you can mount that too. I've also seen side saddle installations that include a pick rail up top. So you could put an optic on there if you wanted to, a red dot. I saw somebody running a Romeo, a SIG Romeo 1 on one of theirs, and I thought, that looks cool. I'm not sure how applicable that would be. And then we go back here to the back end. We've got the stock bird's head grip on the Tac14 now. I'm going to leave this end of it as is for now. Says Black Sheep, who hasn't fired the weapon yet. Yeah, I haven't taken it to the range and put it through its paces yet. I just got this thing the other day, excited about it, so I wanted to make the video and share it with you guys. I've watched the videos. I've watched Eric. I've watched Hickok. I've watched Guns and Gear, Never Enough Ammo, all the big guys when they reviewed these things. They've reviewed them already and put them through their paces. And really, it doesn't look that bad to me. I mean, I'm an experienced shooter like a lot of those guys are. And I remember when Eric was putting it right in front of his face at first, and he was just freaking and peeking. And then he realized, as long as you got a good purchase up front here, it's not going to knock your teeth out necessarily. So I'm looking forward to that experience at the range. Haven't had it yet, but we'll get there. We're still in the middle of our COVID-19 lockdown here in Michigan. See the hair? I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm kind of growing it out. It's because Governor Whitlis has said no salons can be open, so we can't have any hair places open, and I'm not going to try and chop it up myself. I'm just going to let it grow. So anyway, lockdown, the reason I bring that up, shells. That's the one thing for the 12 gauge. Trying to find buckshot right now is about near impossible. That panic buy thing's been going on in the United States. It's hard to find 9mm, 223, the usual defense rounds. 12 gauge being among them. I found some 12 gauge birdshot today, no problem, number 7.5 shot. No problem, I have that. But buckshot can't be found. Even on some of the websites online, I was checking to see when they'd be restocked, and they were saying June 30th to be restocked in some buckshot products. So I have some on hand, and yes, that will most likely be what I will put in this firearm for home defense. I will probably run buckshot. However, I did have a discussion with one of the gentlemen I work with. He's a retired Marine, and he was a combat instructor when he was with the Marines. So we've had many discussions about home defense, and we have discussed shotgun for home defense, and he made an interesting statement to me. He said, Black Sheep, he said, when I worked in the Marine Corps, and we had to do, what did he call it? When they ran their drills where they were worried about either civilians or hostages or sensitive equipment that they didn't want to damage, they wouldn't run buckshot in their shotguns on the unit. They would run number 7 shot, he said. He said even when they trained and when they ran, they would run, and they were worried about over-penetration or bystanders being shot, they would run number 7. Because at close enough ranges, number 7 will hold together just fine and do what you need it to do. But if you wing in somebody, or if it's a downrange kind of a thing, you've got less lethality involved or less damage to whatever you're not trying to damage. So he said number 7. So that kind of stuck in my head, and I was trying to find 7 today. I got 7.5, was as close as I could get. So I may take his advice and just run number 7 in here. One of the other things you should be concerned about with this weapon for home defense that I'm concerned about is the sound. This is going to be loud if you have to fire it indoors. And then muzzle flash at night. But I can control that with some of the loads. I'll probably get some, they've got some lower recoil loads that are ideal for this type of weapon. That's probably what I'm going to find when they become available. So any comments or suggestions, I want to hear about it down in the comments section. Specifically for light hookups. If you guys have got running one of these systems and you've got a light that's working great for you, I want to hear about it. I want to hear about the mount, where you put it, what kind of light, how you activate it, how much you like it, how it's holding up to the recoil. I want to hear all about it because I haven't got a light for this yet. The previous owner took care of the extension. Great job. Got the strap, and I'll deal with the Tac-Star side saddle. It'll be just fine. So my Tac14 guys, pretty awesome. And yeah, when we get to the range, we're going to do a range update on this baby too. I will take you there and you guys will be the first to hear about it. But anyway, thanks for watching today. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. I try and get a video out at least once a week, 4 videos a month roughly, something like that. Either on gun reviews or survival and prepping gear or something like that. I've got some other channels that deal with some other topics. You can check those out, links in the description. I appreciate you guys watching today, and we'll see you next time on Black Sheep.